Hello everyone, welcome back to Cryptidcast. This is episode 4. Today I'm joined by Talon,
Yo, yo, yo.
and we're going to be covering two spooky stories today that are supposedly true. The first one goes, something weird happened to me last night. At around like 11:30 to midnight, I was scrolling through my phone and saw a shadow walking behind it. Not like a human shadow, like an animal, a big animal, kind of like a bear or a cow. I thought I was just tired, so I went to put my phone down and go to sleep. Okay, now, if I see a thing that looks suspicious, I immediately double take it and like try and see what the fuck it is. Or if I'm imagining shit.
Yeah, you gotta make sure, right? Or, because like it's usually, sometimes you see stuff and you don't actually know if you're making it up in your mind or if it's real. So you gotta
Yeah,
make sure.
so I don't know. This guy's very nonchalant about seeing a bear or cow type creature in his peripheral
Not too
vision.
nonchalant.
I would probably check that out, but anyway. I woke up at around 2 to 3ish in the morning, and I saw something looking at me through the corner of my bed, like a big animal, literally staring, and made of something resembling red yarn or fabric. I got so scared I yelled at it to go away, and it seemed to dissolve in the air after that. I was really scared, my chest felt really tight, and suddenly I started sweating like I had been placed in a sauna. I stumbled out of my room and went to sleep in my brother's spare bed. It didn't matter either way because I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. Yeah, he should have checked.
Could this maybe be a sign of like sleep paralysis or something?
But
Maybe.
You're paralyzed when you have sleep paralysis. In both occasions, he was not paralyzed. He could move and talk.
Yeah, that is weird. I mean, look, maybe he had some sort of nightmare type of thing. Because look, I must say it's weird. It's very weird that he just said, gonna go to bed after what he'd see. Because keep in mind, he went to sleep after this, so it's a little weird.
This story was posted 4 days ago, so it's very fresh still. A lot of the comments seem to think that it's a demon of some kind. And someone even recommended using, like, the power of Christ and stuff to protect yourself. Which, I mean, if it is a demon, that would probably work, yeah.
Bro, I don't know. Okay, let's continue, because I think we need a little bit more.
No, this is it.
Context.
It's just, has anybody found something similar? For context, my house and family have had a history with entities and things going inside there and staying, doing their thing and whatnot. This thing wasn't like anything I felt in my home before. It felt so oppressive and evil I could only think of running. My brother says my room is the most energetically charged in the house, that it always feels really dense and uncomfortable. I don't know, I'm still very shaken up. So that's the end of it. We don't get extra info.
That's weird. I don't know the answer to that one, eh?
I think either he was hallucinating something. I mean, they say that the house is charged, or like, this isn't the first time something like this has happened, which is interesting.
So weird though. Look, I am gonna be honest here. Definitely wasn't like a real thing. Obviously, it was. I personally believe it was something like yeah, like you just said, hallucinating or something along those lines. But I also find it kind of strange that he sort of just went to bed.
Well, he said he didn't sleep after he saw it. I mean, the first time he saw it, he just went to bed because he thought he was tired. But then the second time he didn't sleep.
I mean, if you see like
yeah, I've seen a lot of
mammal
creepy shit out of the corner of my eyes, and I always take a double take to check if it's real or not.
Yeah, sometimes even a triple take, bro. You don't just go to bed. That should. Like,
so, I mean, maybe he just is more nonchalant. I mean, maybe this happens enough where he just doesn't care. But
he's performative.
Maybe it is maybe he's been visited by a demon, if you will.
Who knows? That is weird, I must say.
But yeah, very
Um,
fresh story, so not much info on it. The
maybe
general
they'll give an update.
consensus seems to be that it was a demon, and that he shouldn't have actually spoken to it. He should have used like he should have prayed, which he said he did afterwards. But it's been 4 days and he hasn't said like it's come back. So
Hey, maybe it worked.
yeah, maybe it worked. Anyway, let's go.
Let's hope for homeboy's sake.
So the next story, a milky humanoid running on all fours. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. Serious shared encounter. This happened on an early spring night around 11 p.m. in Michigan. My friend and I were sitting on the curb talking when we saw something truly horrifying. A milky white, distorted humanoid sprinting across a field. It was moving on all fours, but its stomach was facing upward. Its head was twisted to face its own torso. So it was twisted normally? That's just
What
how
they see
your
through a
head
kid.
is. Your head normally faces your torso.
Torso, yeah. So maybe it was like the other way around. Like if you were crawling on all fours, you're technically still on all fours, but like your stomach's facing.
Yeah,
the
but
sto-
like
the,
this was crab crawling because his stomach was facing upwards, so his head was just facing forward. I mean, I think you'd have to do that to see, wouldn't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway,
Um,
I think that's just a weirdly explained detail.
yeah.
It ran very fast, stopped at the edge of the road, waited for traffic to pass, as very considerate of it, and then darted across. When we saw it, its form clearly under the streetlights, we both stopped talking instantly. The air went silent, not just quiet, but unnaturally so. We didn't need to tell each other to stop, something in us just knew. The fear wasn't regular fear, it felt primal, like our instincts shut everything down. It wasn't a costume, animal, or person, and we were sober and lucid. I've since written a full report and submitted it to paranormal researchers. Has anyone else seen something like this, especially in Michigan? I'd really appreciate insider information. So, the comments, they are in disagreement from what I read. So, a lot of people say it's a crawler, or you know the creepypasta of the rake. You know, that like super pale cryptid from the early 2000s or 2010s.
I haven't heard of it, but if I saw it, I'd likely know what you're
Google
talking
it
about.
quickly, just Google the rake. Anyway, so it's also called a crawler. And some people say, no, shit's too new gen, doesn't exist, crawler's not real. And other people are saying, well, you know, if these other cryptids can be real, why can't a crawler be real? So the consensus is either they made it up or it's a crawler. Now, there's been a lot of crawler sightings.
The rake. Okay,
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking
There's
about.
apparently been a lot of crawler sightings, and some people in the comments even said that they've had friends and family members who have encountered, like, these creatures before. And when someone said, does it look like this, like the rake, the original poster said, yes, it looked exactly like that. So, it's quite interesting. They're lucky it didn't see them, because it don't sound friendly.
Look, did it say around about what time it was?
It did.
Like, was it nighttime?
Yeah, 11 p.m.
Look, right. It is, of course, possible because what they said they were in a field.
Yeah.
It ran across a field. It is maybe possible that they were mistaking it for something. Let's be honest here, it could have really been anything.
But they said they saw it under like a street lamp and they could see it clearly.
Look, if you look into it, right, there is a possibility maybe that they were maybe look, it is 11 o'clock, didn't say what day of the week it was.
No, they said
Maybe
they
they
were
had a
sober
couple
and
drinks,
lucid.
but-
They said they were sober and lucid.
Oh,
They
did they really? I
specified that.
completely missed that.
Dog,
Okay.
you gotta pay more attention to the story. Right there it says, and we were
No,
sober
no,
and
no.
lucid.
This is why we got you for the expert analysis.
Listen, I
No,
think
so-
I think the crawler's real, right? I think it's a thing that maybe exists. Well, I don't know if it's real, but out of all the cryptids, there's probably been the most photos and actual evidence of crawlers and stuff like that. So I think they may have actually seen a creature that is not so pleasant. And I also read in the comments that in this area that they're in Michigan, there's a lot of cave systems and mines, and they say that crawlers like to hide in those and then come out at night to hunt, which is interesting. So they said that it even coincides with the crawler habitat.
Did they say at all, like if there was an update from that paranormal investigation or whatnot? And what does that even entail?
I don't think so. No, they never. No, they never said anything about it being nothing about an investigation. How do you just know a paranormal investigator though? Like, I've never seen. I didn't even know that was a thing.
I'm like, it sounds like the mystery gang. They just
Yeah.
know people that do this shit, bro. It's,
I mean, maybe they
that's
just
weird.
found them on Google and like they got conned or something.
Nah, dude, they found them on Fiverr.
Yeah. But listen, it could have been a real encounter. Who knows? I mean, the place lines up, and it seems a lot of people have encountered crawlers.
Do a lot of people encounter crawlers in Michigan? Like, is there like a lot of
That I don't know. But there's a lot of debate whether crawlers are even real or not, because they're like the rake image, that's obviously a fake image. But like there's also been a lot of reports of people seeing crawlers and in Michigan, according to some of the commenters. Could also be someone absolutely geeked the fuck out.
Hey,
Like-
look, they said they were sober, but like,
No,
yo,
no,
I don't
no.
know.
The thing crossing the road. It could have just been a guy like
Look.
high off his gourd.
Maybe there was a guy who was just absolutely plastered and he was just doing crazy shit. I mean, look, who knows at this point? Look, all white, that is weird. Seeing that at 11 o'clock at night. But like, at this point, who knows? It could have really been, it could have really been anything.
Yeah, I would have shit
But
my
I-
britches if I saw that. Like,
Most people would have,
yeah,
and if they say they wouldn't, they totally would.
they're just lying.
Yeah, for real.
Anyway, let us know what you guys think in the comments about these stories. I think they're pretty interesting. I think there might be some truth to them. I don't know. Let us know what you think, and if you like the video, please subscribe. Adios.